Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. My name is Indra Widya Kusumah, and my university identification number is 12050301113, and I am from class 7A in the study of semiotics. And today, guys, I'm going to tell you about semiotics in the field of cultural studies according to Ferdinand de Saussure and Charles Sanders Peirce. Both of them are the founding father of the semiotics, a branch from semantics, and I think both are the best out there for linguistics. Saussure was a French linguist that was one of the first to produce a semiotic theory during the 1900s. In early 1900s, Saussure stated that a sign is made up of two parts, the signifier and the signified. On the other hand, Charles Sanders Peirce, who was an American philosopher and that also formulated the semiotic theory around the same time as Saussure, around the early of 1900s. Peirce stated that semiotic needs to be a relationship between a symbol, icon, and index. First, let us talk about sign. Sign is stated that a successful, understandable form of communication is equal to sign. So if something is understandable in the form of communication, that is a sign. First, we are going to talk about Ferdinand de Saussure theory about signifier and the signified. A signifier is an emotion or gesture or image that sound pattern or events that conveys meaning and communicates. On the other hand, the signified is the concept that signifier refers to, the meaning of it conveys. For example, we are going to use rose. In people's mind, if we talk about rose, some people immediately think of the signified, the concept of rose, of a flower. On the other hand, there is just people resembles rose as a love. For example, like here, connotation. There is connotation and denotation. Connotation is the feeling, the ideas, and cultural meanings which are associated with the word or object, not the literal meaning. That is connotation. On the other hand, the denotation is the literal or primary meaning of a word. It contrasts to the feeling or ideas that the words suggest. Let's just say set Bandung as an example. Haryoto Kunto, the founder and the famous novelist and writer about Bandung, he stated that about Bandung Kota Kembang. Bandung Kota Kembang here means Bandung Flower City. It refers to a connotation because if we see around Bandung city area, there are not many flowers out there. Like, for example, in Lembang or in Ciwidey, there are not much flowers here in Bandung city. What he meant is it refers from the old Dutch. It refers back to the Dutch colonialization era in Bandung, where the Dutch people are so attached to the ladies of Bandung city from their beauty. So they called Bandung city as flower. It refers to the connotation of a woman. It really uh, a trick trick to start from denotation. For example, if we talk about flowers in Holland or in Malang, Bromo, we talk about Edelweiss in Bromo, people in their mind already had an image about the flowers, the Edelweiss in Bromo, or the flower garden in Holland, the beautiful, colorful flower garden. That is one of the example about uh, the concept of cultural sign from Ferdinand de Saussure. And next, we are going to talk about Charles Sanders Peirce theory about icons, symbol, and index. Icons is signs where the signifier resembles the signified. The symbols are signs where the relation between signifier and signified is purely conventional and culturally specific, uh, that is meant to be. And indexes are signs where the signifier is caused by the signified. Here I'm going to detail in the semiotics. Icon is the signified through the principle of resemblance. A given signifier can make you think of something else signified in as much as it resembles that something else. Looks like it, sounds like it, feels like it, tastes like it, smells like it, or more generally possesses some similarities quality to it. Iconic signs are obviously important for images since many images resemble what they refer to. For instance, a female and male public toilet. The signs for this make it clear as to which door is for which gender. But referring to that, on these days in the Gen Z era, we are known we know such thing exists like LGBTQ, like uh, binary gender. There are more than two genders, but those are really interesting topic for the next researcher because it way blew out the mind. It goes way beyond, uh, and it can be difficult and challenging to research. Here I'm going to set share screen about here. Here are some examples. If we go through here, icon. Icon is the physical resemblance between signifier and the signified. It is the stated in the mind. When you need to go to the toilet, if you're a male, you go to the male icon on the door, or if you're a female, you go to the female section of the door. And that is index. Index is the signifier has a direct correlation in space-time with the signified. And also symbol is a arbitrary, which means everybody agreed on relation between signifier and signified. Sign gains meaning through social convention. There are the examples. And then very interesting thing to talk about is this one. This one is a train which is an icon.